So we get a message from Jeff weeks ago and says, hey, I have something that I want to bring to the table, but I don't want to show you. Do you want to tell us why we're here?
Yes, this is one of those IG, TikTok moments where you're just scrolling and something captures your eye and you're like, oh! And it was relatable to comics, okay? And this might actually be a good Gem Mint topic, to be honest, because it's kind of statue related.
It's your boy Gem Mint.
That guy. And I'm looking at these images, so I didn't want to show you guys ahead of time because they're a little disturbing. So I want you to take a look at it now.
Okay.
It just says surprise folder right here on our Google Drive. We have no idea what's in here. Jeff is being super secretive, so this better be good.
Do I go photo or video first?
Go with the IG video first.
All right. Authentic reaction. Let's see what Jeff brought to the table.
Okay.
All right. So, okay. So what we're looking at is someone assembling a statue, a doll of Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, and the sculptor, the person putting this together is literally putting teeth in the mouth of the doll. And it is so realistic. Like, kudos. This is a very talented individual. But wow, it is kind of creepy. I don't know how I feel about this. And knowing that all of these pieces are
Do it again.
being removed, etc.
There's other characters.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh my,
That's like real skin.
That's what I'm saying. They're silicone. I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, when you think statues, what do you think? Like just some type of ceramic or plastic, right? So I'm just scrolling and I see this. And I was like, whoa, okay. And they're so lifelike. So I want to ask you guys, is it ever too realistic?
Yes.
A statue? No. Would you want it that realistic, or do you still want it to feel like it's...
I mean, I'm okay with it after it's... Watching them build it is what's freaking me out here. Like, watching them literally put the eyeballs into their empty-ass eye sockets. Like,
yeah, they put a ceramic eyeball in, and they put in, I think, real hairs, and then they also have some set of dentures they stick in there.
Yeah, this one looks a little faker. The Henry Cavill Superman, I think it's the outfit, the texture, you can kind of spot. It looks more like a figure. But if you showed me an image of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker or the Margot Robbie Harley Quinn, those I wouldn't be able to tell those are figures.
But yeah, this is kind of like the next stage of evolution of statue and like action figure collecting. I mean, I remember when Todd McFarlane was on the show, he mentioned about like the task of just redoing the entire toy market when he was in the early years of Spawn, wanting to bring out a new line of action figures. The one request he had was like, damn it, I want this to look like the characters. Like, it seems like it's such a silly thing, but put a little damn effort into the line work, into the paint, you know, the structure, like put a little thought into it. And that's actually why McFarlane Toys, I think, found so much success. And also it's proven because of the IPs that were acquired along the way, because these studios are like, just give it to McFarlane. He's making them look like they are on the screen. Well, what I'm looking at here, it literally, like, I could actually be fooled with some of the finals that, like, if you just took a picture of it, I go, yeah, that's Joaquin Phoenix. That's
some giant is touching his face with an enormous finger. And, like, now I'm a little concerned, like, what are you going to do when you take those teeth out, right? You could take the teeth out, and who knows what's going to happen with these action figures. Yeah. They're not action figures, I guess, but, like, I'm worried you could get a little too creative with this stuff.
Well, I went down a rabbit hole with this a little bit. Okay, so I'm just trying to understand it more. How long has it been around for? The process, and it seems like there's the versions that they create to promote, and they're not the only ones. There's another one, I think it's called Queen something. We'll figure out the name through this bit. They don't all look the same or as great because I think each one is so individually hand done. They're not mass processed. So I think there's a little bit of variety to them, but not always in a great way. I think there's a little more upkeep because it's silicone. And I also believe the prices are pretty high on these things.
Oh, man.
It's like, I don't know, I think you might be paying for one statue versus maybe buying 3 statues potentially. So it's just a difference. But they do come in really large sizes as well. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Right. You're like, silicone market. Where else is that useful?
I was just going to say, Margot Robbie, even if that's a doll, she's looking pretty fine, comic fan, from this angle. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section about this, because there's a part of me I don't care for this. I feel like it's like you might as well just get a freaking cardboard cutout of a character that's life-size and pay $80 or whatever it costs for one of those things, you know? But also, I don't have the same interest in statue collecting as other homies of ours. However, I will say if you've ever seen like the Alien and Predator statues, they have like a whole line of like the AVP types of stuff that looks so damn cool, and they're giant, they're huge, you know. Like
imagine waking up in the middle of the night, going to the bathroom, and walking down the hallway, and you got this freaky AVP monster in the hallway, and you got your lights aren't on, and you forget you got a statue in there, or like even one of these life-size, you know, Jokers or Harley Quinns or something. It's like it's too real. There's like, are you a figure, or are you some kind of, you know, ensorcelled miniature of a creature that's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and pluck out my eyeballs? You know, I don't trust it. I don't like it.
Are you huffing my breath at night just to just
Capture my soul.
all right, comic fam, let us know, because it is creepy. I'm glad you waited to gauge our reaction, because I don't know if I care for this. It's not my thing, but I can also imagine maybe the right character.
It's probably like $10,000 too, so like it's definitely not my thing.
I think it's not that. I think it's like $3,000 I've seen.
$3,000 for this?
1,500, 3,000.
I got bills. I got bills,
yeah,
man.
Depending on the size, you know. So yeah, and I think it's, I don't know how many they make, but I do. Like I said, I've seen that they don't look as good as the display that they have sometimes. So you're like, oh, I just spent $3,000 on a broke ass Margot.
It kind of looks like a wax museum
it's
type of attempt.
It's like Harbo Marley, or
like when you get a Whopper and it's like, this doesn't look like the sign. That thing was beautiful. This is some kind of high school cafeteria slop.
Real quick on the Whopper though, I had that Spider-Verse Whopper burger. It was so good. It was so good.
I saw you on Instagram reviewing that. You got to follow these guys on Instagram, Comic Fam, Golden Age Guru and Fire Guy Ryan.